everyone, welcome. Veronica Wetzel here with you today. We're going to do a therapeutic Pilates workout with props. So if you can grab a pillow or a blanket like this, a half foam roller, and or a full foam roller. We're going to use these as we move throughout today's practice. So let's get started. Let's begin a little warm up by starting out with breath work. Place your hands on your belly right below the rib cage and start to breathe deeply through the nose, expanding your belly below the rib cage. And exhale. And again, deep breath in. And full breath out. Inhale, arch. And exhale, tuck. Inhale, anterior pelvic tilt. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. Press the lower back all the way down into the mat. Release that position about 10 to 20%. To find neutral spine. Take the fingertips, poke your lower abdominals, engage your core as firmly as you can. As you float your right knee up above your hip, followed by the left knee. Now lift your head and shoulder blades up off the mat, reach long through the fingertips, begin to pump your arms vigorously, up and down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can either stay here in tabletop position or extend your legs up to the sky, connecting your heels together with your toes apart. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can continue in this position or progress by lowering the legs down a few inches. Make sure that you keep your lower back flat on the mat and your belly in and up. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 2 more sets to go. Keep your chin towards the chest, eyes on the belly. Squeeze your glutes, inner thighs, knees together. Hug your knees into the chest, relax your head. Nod your head side to side, back and forth. Right knee to chest, outer hand on the ankle, inner hand on the knee. Left leg is long at a high diagonal. Lift your head and shoulder blades up off the mat with your elbows wide and your shoulder blades down the back. And begin to switch. Pull left leg, kick right leg out, and switch. Outer hand on the ankle, inner hand on the knee, and switch. Pull, switch, pull, switch, pull, switch, pull, switch, breathe in. Switch, breathe out, switch, breathe in, switch, breathe out, switch for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Relax. Curl your chin to your chest, eyes on belly for double leg stretch. Inhale, stretch your arms and legs long. Exhale, sweep around and pull in strong. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, pull strong. Continue. Reaching your arms up to the sky or by the ears. Legs up to the sky or out at a high diagonal. Eyes on your belly, last 2. Rest, release the neck, massage the spine. And moving into scissors. Raise your legs up to the sky, point the toes or keep them loose. Lift your head and shoulder blades up off the mat, eyes on your belly button. Both hands go behind the right calf or ankle as you drop the left leg down. De-shrug your shoulder blades down the back. Pull the elbows out wide. And give your right leg 2 pulls and switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch, pull, pull, switch. Breathe in, switch, breathe out, switch. While you're scissoring your legs, minimize any movement throughout your entire torso, including your head and neck. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Last one of the abdominal series, crisscross. Fold your hands behind your head, elbows wide, hips and knees are at 90 degrees. Curl up, eyes on belly. Twist right as you straighten your left leg long. Center and twist. Center and twist. Center and exhale. Center and inhale. Center, wringing out your lungs. Every time you rotate, lift your shoulder blades up just a little bit higher. Last 2 and last 1. And rest, relax, release. Flip over onto all 4s. Use the blanket under your knees for support. Place the full foam roller at the base of your mat. Align your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Knees are resting on the blanket and the tops of your feet are resting on the whole foam roller. Spin the biceps forward, de-shrug your shoulders down the back and begin cat-cow. Exhale, round the spine, scoop the belly. Inhale, lift head and tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, leading with the tailbone, flex the spine fully. Inhale, lift your tailbone up. As you de-shrug your shoulder blades down the back, now find neutral spine, the middle point between both extremes. If you imagine that you're balancing a cup of espresso on the back of the neck, hot tea on the middle back, and a cup of coffee on the lower back, your entire spinal column should be straight. I will sometimes use this half foam roller as tactile feedback to make sure that I'm well aligned. In this position, brace your core powerhouse as firmly as you can, and then lift your knees an inch off of the blanket. Hover and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Tuck, brace, lift, hover, and hold. And then now begin to, with control, roll the foam roller out. So you're going into a plank and in, but you're not moving the entire spine. Keep tucking the tailbone, bracing the core firmly as you roll that roller out and in. If you start to collapse through the back, rest. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Rest your knees gently, sit back into child's pose, flip your palms and release the spine. Rise up again, all fours, finding neutral spine head to tailbone. Belly is in and up. Lift your knees up 1 inch and then begin to glide your legs back, hold it here. Try a pike by lifting your hips up and rolling the roller towards the toes and then roll the roller away. And again, exhale as you pike and lift. Inhale as you roll away. Rest and release. You might have to reposition that foam roller. Flip the palms, flex the wrists, and relax. Transition onto your side. You can use the blanket under your head for support. Getting onto your side with your knees bent, feet in front of you. We're going to work the lower quadratus lumborum, the right side in this case. Tuck the tailbone under, brace the core firmly, and lift your hips up off of the blanket. Keep your shoulder blade down the back, away from the ears, and lower. Lift 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 and hold. Reach your arm up to the sky. Keep balancing and breathing, and then rest. Progression. Straighten your legs, reposition your arm, de-shrug, tuck tailbone, brace core, and then lift your hips up off of the mat. Balance here, reach your arm up to the sky, and then drive your hips up as you reach your arm up over the head and side bend the waist. You should feel this a lot in the side waist muscle down here. Reach, lower the body back down, and then relax. Switching sides, resting your hip on the blanket, lower down onto the forearm. Make sure that you don't collapse into the shoulder. You want to really, really draw the shoulder blade down the back away from the ears to engage those proper scapulothoracic muscles. Starting out with your hips and knees bent, tuck the tailbone, brace your core, lift your hips up, hold, and then lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. Last 2, lower and lift, lower, lift, and hold. Reach your arm up to the sky. Feel the muscles on the left side waist and through both hips. And then release. Transition, a progression, legs to the front corner of the mat. De-shrug your shoulder blade down the back, belly is in and up. Lift your hips up off of the mat, hold it, and then reach. Side plank with your forearm. So this requires a lot of stability in your shoulder blade and through the neck muscles. You can stay here and breathe or add a progression, reaching your arm up over the ear and driving the hips up to the sky. You're going to feel that bottom left QL muscle, the quadratus muscle in the flank working. And then reach up and lower the body back down and rest. You can sit back into child's pose, give your body a break and breathe. Lying down on your stomach now. Take your blanket and make it a little bit thicker. Looks like this. And you're going to place this right underneath of your abdomen between the rib cage and the pelvis. Starting out with your forehead down onto your hands. Tuck the tailbone under, brace your core firmly. Reach your arms forward, out above your head into a V position. Press your chest up into gentle extension. De-shrug shoulder blades down the back. Elongate and lengthen the back of your neck. Lock the knees, terminal knee extension. Straighten the elbows, creating an arm spiral. and then lift one arm. Now we're gonna add an opposite leg. First swing, prep. Right arm, left leg, lower switch. Left arm, right leg, lower switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and rest. Relax. Turn your head one way. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Now transition onto your back with the full foam roller at the base of your mat. Settling into the mat, everything is symmetrically placed. Feet are on the foam roller. Take your thumbs onto the base of the rib cage and your middle or fourth fingers onto the pelvis. Curl the tailbone under into posterior pelvic tilt so that the rib cage and the pelvis draw closer together. Tuck, let them come closer together, and then begin to peel your bottom up off of the mat into a bridge. But try to keep your belly hollowed out. You don't want to extend, you want to tuck as you're lifting your bottom up. Melt your spine down one vertebra at a time. D-shrug shoulder blades, lengthen the back of your neck, and tuck. Draw the fingers and the thumbs closer together as you lift up into a bridge. Keep the neck long, and then when you're ready, begin to roll the roller out and in, minimizing any movement through the pelvis. It's like you're massaging the plantar fascia on your feet, but you're really going to feel this isolate your hamstrings and your gluteal muscles. Keep breathing through the nose, out the nose or mouth. And last two. Last one. Rest your body back down with control. Hug your knees into the chest. Stretch your lower back, and then lengthen your legs up to the sky to elongate the hamstrings. And again, bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. This is called jackknife stretch. Lower the feet back down onto the roller. Curl the tailbone under, draw your feet close together. Lift your bottom up into a bridge, and then begin to lift one knee up at a time. Monitoring the stillness in your pelvis and spine. Maintain length in the back of your neck. Continuously breathing, core power breath. Last one. And rest. Hug knees in again, stretch. Roll over onto your side to sit up. Let's now transition into a seated position for teaser series. Some of you may have more sensitive tailbones, so you can use this blanket fold under your bottom. Place your hands under the crease of your knees. Sit really tall, open up the chest and the heart, and then slouch, sit back on the tailbone. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, slouch and sit back. Inhale, cow. Begin to rake your toes towards you, maintaining neutral spine, head to tailbone. Begin to lift one leg up at a time without slouching or changing your spine position. Now do one leg and the other. This is called teaser prep or teaser series, also in yoga known as boat pose or navasana. So you can stay here with the knees bent or progress by straightening one leg up at a time. Keeping your spine straight, the crown of your head lengthening up to the sky. And then your progression from here is to straighten both legs, or you can bend them and then release the hands and hold here. You can progress even further by reaching the arms up and then floating them down. Draw the soles of your feet together, open the knees wide, and gently hinge forward to round the spine and release the tailbone. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that quick Pilates workout will energize, strengthen, and mobilize your whole body. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.